And if we want to skip to, because I think this is a pretty good segue to this trio of graphs really that I have on the loan delinquencies and potential for distress. John Chang, I like this quote here. It does say, he says, lenders are becoming more stringent in policing the loans that aren't in compliance, requiring the borrower to refinance their property or sell it, or in some cases the banks are selling the note to another lender, or even initiating the foreclosure process. And there was a graph there up that was showing very similar, just this increase in delinquencies that he's seeing as well. I just like that it's not just in delinquencies that are increasing. There is the suggestion that banks are getting stricter, that aren't giving people a free pass. I'd love to see if someone can quantify that. If someone could say like the percentage of people that come up to ask for extensions getting denied.
I'd be really curious about that.
But that does seem like, at least in the air, in the discussion, there is an increasing idea that, all right, things are getting stricter. We saw the guidance from the Fed that was like, extend and pretend, let's put it to an end.
Yeah, exactly.
People still are doing it. It seems like some extensions are still happening, but it's not. But like, this is in it's a completely different environment than it was in 2023.
And as we mentioned before, it's very sponsor dependent, relationship dependent.
Mm-hmm.
What does this Credit IQ graph
so
show us,
okay,
Matt?
we saw increasing delinquencies from the Newmark and also from the Marcus Millichap that looked like a clear line upward. This is an important outlier, or at least an important like complication of the general narrative that suggests that that delinquencies and like kind of the loans being in trouble peaked in January 2025, and now they're at a little bit lower point. So they peaked in 25. Maybe they hit a little bottom in March, and they ticked up slightly in April. This is all to say, like, I think that things are shakier. It used to be on a clear upward trajectory in terms of like what's getting delinquent, how's special servicing increasing. But now things are just in a wobbly. It could go up or down depending on what source you're looking at.
That delinquent number, it went down, but it's starting to tick back up again.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And this the kind of downshift and uptick that has happened before, and I wonder if maybe there is a lagging or some kind of relationship between like this current economic uncertainty and the delinquencies and special servicing rates. We'll have to see, because I did wonder if the early optimism that we had like kind of early in the year that sunk down. That it seemed a little tantalizing, but if anything, things are just shaky.
Yep. Now we got another piece from TREP, and you were saying that these were a little contradictory.
A little bit, because TREP. So we saw the sinking down, or we saw that downshift as Credit IQ reported it. But in TREP here, if you look at the overall rate, it really does seem like slowly ticking up. Not as dramatically as Credit IQ, but this is also limited to the special servicing rates in CMBS loans. So maybe Credit IQ captures a little bit larger of a field. But really interesting, and it just shows that like things are getting complicated. The pressure is not off. That's what I would probably like the upshot of it all. I do want to issue an informal corrective about this graph. The colors that they have on the right, they have overall rate, lodging rate, office rate, and the all-time high special servicing rate. So they have colors here. Let's say purple for office rate. Now, if you go and scroll on to the graph, the purple is mixed use. The lodging is green on the right, and office is green on the left.
They need to match their icons with their chart colors.
100%
if you're going
believe that.
If you're going to put icons with the same labels.
I was so confused because it said that things were driven by lodging. I was like, well, that's green, and green's going down. No. Green is to the right, the icon. You have to look to the green line on the graph. I feel like I'm describing an instruction manual to a very difficult to complete Lego set here, but
we're keeping you all safe here.
Yeah.
We got you. We don't want anyone to confuse.
That's true. Yeah.
That is